Uh, Let me type in the I'm gonna type it in real quick, but we gonna talk about it for sure. Anti-Shima, top of it. Let's add people to the live, you know? Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. We gonna talk about it tonight, though. Let's get people on the live real quick. We're gonna dive right into it. Let me add people to the live real quick. Let's add people to the live, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna add people to the motherfucking live. Before I get to chopping and popping this game, though, you know, understand me? Add people to the live, add people to the live, you know? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Anti. Appreciate that. We got to keep the game strong, though. You know what I'm saying? Top of it. Upscale Gang, King Sire, 52 Sage, Chopper Brother, Intellectual Hollis. We're going to talk about it. Arthur, top of it. We're going to pop this game. We might also go get straight into it. Chopper Brother London. You know what I'm saying? We got some heavyweights up in this motherfucker, you know? Tops. We're going to get right into it, though, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to waste too much time, though, you know what I mean? Tuned in with Healthy Relationships 2.0. You know, understand me? So the topic tonight, only one happy bunny. Punchy, top of it. You know what I'm saying? Slapping that Old Professions by Pimpin' Young, you know what I'm saying? But tonight's topic, this topic is very essential, and this is something that's prominent in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's very common. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people under the impression that you could have a square's love and it's pivoting hoeing. You know what I'm saying? You about to touch on a different level of game tonight. Indubitably. For surely. For shit show. You know what I'm saying? King, top of it. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of individuals that think you can have a square's love for a pimp and a square's love for a hoe. I'm here to tell you that is completely different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you might have a bitch and she might be down with you for like 3 to 4 months, maybe even 8 months. Pip and Pat, top of it. You know what I'm saying? And you thought everything was going well. You was like, yeah, everything was going well, and out of nowhere the bitch left. And you like, man, I don't know why this bitch left. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure why the bitch left. And then you calling your P partners, you asking your other partners, man, why that bitch leave? What you think, P? What you think? You know what I'm saying? It's cause I didn't do this, huh? Or it's cause I didn't do that, huh? And you coming up with all different scenarios and what could have been You know what I'm saying? And what it might have been on why that bitch left. And we have to understand that a square's love and a pimps and hoes love are two different things. It's a lot of broads that might have left because they understood that you weren't going to cater towards their square. Now, when I say that a square's love and a pimp and hoes love are two different things, you know, see, in a square relationship, Eric, Bandman 10K, top of it, let's add people to the live. Let's understand in the squares relationship, everything is equal. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of square people say, you know, with my man, that's the square language. My man, my man. You know what I'm saying? There's equality. You know what I'm saying? Everything's equal. But anytime you go anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? If you're talking to some pimping, no matter where you at, some authentic representation, you know, and if you're talking to some real hoeing, it ain't equal, ain't shit equal, but there is a balance. There's a difference. Suits and Sands, top of it. Again, let me say it again. In a square relationship, everything's equal. We are equal. But when it comes to the pimping and hoeing, at the end of the day, there's a balance. Just like hot water, cold water, dark, light, soft, hard, heaven, hell. You know what I mean? There's a balance even in the lifestyle. Instead of it being equal in that square shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the square life, you know what I'm saying? And even in the lifestyle, let me say this too, even in lifestyle, Papa Germ, top of it. And a lifestyle, you have people that you have a young lady that's going outside making money, right? And you have individuals that they desire to preside over a young lady. But it's always about the primary intentions. It's always about the spirit of that connection, the spirit of that relationship, right? A lot of broads in the lifestyle, they're only going outside giving it all to this young person or older gentleman because one day he might get married. That's how a lot of broads think. One day, he's going to settle down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him enough money to, you know, it might be 5 years, it might be 3 years, but one day he's going to want to settle down with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of broads are paying individuals because he looks like a baby daddy. He look like he'll make a good baby daddy. We have some cute babies. And we have to talk about the elephant in the room because that's so common in this lifestyle that a broad is paying somebody because he might get married. You know what I'm saying? He look like he'll be a good baby daddy. Or, you know what I'm saying? She wants to turn you into her sex worker. You know what I'm saying? You be like, Ron, what are you talking about? A sex worker? Yes. And this is also square. You know what I'm saying? The bitch wants to turn you into her sex worker. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is a lot of broads are getting into the lifestyle looking for a gigolo or looking to turn you into a gigolo. You know, oh, I can't wait to get off this date. Daddy gonna give me some dick tonight. I can't wait till he tell me to take it. I can't wait till he tell me to take it in so I can ride daddy dick. You know what I'm saying? TGF, top of it. Illustrations, top of it. You know, I can't wait to take it in so I can go ride daddy dick. Square shit. And see, that's not the mindset of a hoe. So you have a lot of broads in this lifestyle with the squares idea of the lifestyle. Their mindset is square. Everything about them is square. She wants you to become her sex worker. You know, if she could kick her feet up and tell you to go outside and seduce and produce, she would. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of broads, they'll sell pussy for you as long as you don't take your pimping serious. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't mash, as long as you don't require her to stay down, as long as you don't stand on your principles, you can holler about principles, because a lot of niggas do that. You could talk about all that shit, you know what I mean? You could talk about how, yeah, bitch, you know, you can go if you want to go. Because that's something that's very common in this lifestyle. You got a lot of individuals that, tell a bro, if you want to leave, you can fucking leave if you want to leave, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But still, the spirit of the relationship is square. It's still a squares relationship. It's still a squares. Everything about it is really square. So now you have people in the lifestyle. You have this broad and you have this dude. She's selling pussy for her boyfriend. A lot of broads are not truly turned out. She's turned on by the game. And let me say this. Nowadays, it may take a very long time for a broad to be turned out. You know what I'm saying? Because of that square mentality that she got. A lot of bitches have such a squares mentality because they sent themselves. It might be a bitch that, her introduction to the game was 5 bitches in one car and the front bumper was coming off. And, she didn't have to be on any type of instructions. DC the Reason 16, top of it. Cynic, top of it. I am Nika, top of it. You know what I'm saying? Big Fredo, top of it. V Marie, top of it. Let's talk about it. Let's add people to the live. But a lot of broads' introduction to the lifestyle was them being turned out. So they have a squares perception of the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? A total squares perception of the lifestyle. And a lot of times, and this is the reason why I said it may take a very long time for some broad to get really turned out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of broads, they say, oh my, I got turned out. Just because you did a date does not mean you're turned out. Hey, and that statement, KB, hey, I can say that. I can see that. I can definitely see that. In my opinion, it's a 5-year process to truly turn out a bitch. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm not gonna put no years on it, but I can see that statement being true. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is a lot of broads, they say, you know what? I'll do this with you. To the gentleman, right? I'll do this with you as long as it got a little bit of square. Because I know if I give you enough money and as time goes on, you're eventually gonna impregnate me. You gonna get me pregnant around this motherfucker. That's how a lot of square bitches think. If you sat up there and told that bitch, we not getting married, we not having no goddamn children, bitch, we not doing none of that shit. Now, if the universe permits it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Don't even say that shit. Because even that right there has a spirit of square shit. Even that right there has the spirit of square shit. You know what I mean? So just understand that it could really be a process turning out a lot of these broads. And let me say this, they have to have the desire to want to be turned out. But that's also going to require for you to stand on your principles. It's for surely a process. A lot of shit we got to shake them off of. Yeah, but they have to want to. They have to want to be turned out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of broads, when they say, I'm not going nowhere, I'm never leaving you, I'm going to be with you forever. I would never leave you. Because everybody's heard it. Everybody in this live has heard it. Daysky, top of it. You know what I mean? Everybody in this live, 700 man down, top of it. Everybody in this live has heard a bitch say, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be with you forever. Realize what she's saying that? What she's saying is, I'm going to be here as long as you make me feel like this going to be a square relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of bitches have this idea too that I'm his main bitch. And this is why I don't do the bottom bitch title. I don't do that shit. I'm his main bitch. And all the other bitches are only here to help us. You know what I mean? And you're right. Hey, King, soon as the bitch say she'll never leave, you need to start stacking your money for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas start to get pimping when the bitch say, I'll never leave. Oh, since I know this bitch ain't going nowhere, I can start mashing on her now because I know we just having an argument. This is just a breakup. So now she's confused if she's fired or if y'all broke up or if y'all just on break. It's a lot of confusion because the square shit and then the combination of you trying to mash is confusing her. She trying to make you comfortable by saying that. That too. You know what I'm saying? That exactly. A lot of broads, they say, I'm going to be here forever because they are trying to make you comfortable, but it still has the spirit of square. It has the spirit of square. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, if a lot of cats didn't even fuck the bitch the first month, the first 2 months, even 90 days, that bitch will fuck around and blow. You know what I'm saying? Because this how you know it's a square love too. You might have been dealing with a bit or talking to a bitch for a couple of months, right? Damn, it's so much game in the live right now. Indubitably, I say that to say never get too comfortable. Never get comfortable. It's always some more of it. Every situation got an expiration date. Facts. A square's love, like just because she say she gonna be here forever, you have to identify, is she saying this because of her square side? Because she's going to get tested. And those tests, I always talk about the 3 T's, which I'm going to talk about in a different live. But I'm going to break down the 3 T's. Because this is how you can determine if that bitch has a pimps and hoes love or if it's just some square love. Test, troubles, and time. The 3 T's. Easy 510, top of it. Test, troubles, and times. The 3 T's. You got to test that bitch to see if she really love you from the standpoint of yo pimping and her hoeing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even want a bitch that just likes you. You want a bitch that has a love for the game. And she can like you for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? But you have to also have some game. You know what I mean? Very, very important. Because if she just likes you, oh, he's cute. Oh, he cute. He look like he got a big dick. Then she'll leave you for what she likes. You know what I mean? If she likes you, she can leave you for what she likes. So what you have to do is stand on principles. What you have to do is have discipline, like I said in my previous live. That's the process of turning her out. By you maintaining your principles. Okay, if you don't know her, get to know her. When I say get to know her, a lot of people think, I mean, just fuck on a bitch. That's not getting to know that bitch. You don't know her. Your first month, you don't know that bitch. The second month, you don't know that bitch. Your third month, you don't know that bitch. Pushing for success, top of it. CP 415, top of it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take some time. And you would have to really analyze, ask questions. And let me say this. I always talked about the test, troubles, and times. You could test a bitch, but sometimes the universe is going to put her through the test naturally. Some things are going to naturally produce. Some things are going to naturally show themselves. You know what I'm saying? Some things are going to naturally happen. Some things are just going to naturally happen. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's very important for her to actually have a pimps and hoes love for the game and not the square shit. Not the square shit. And see, I'm going to say this too, because this is very important. A lot of individuals, they scared to do some pimping on that bitch because they know if they actually do some pimping on that bitch, you know what I mean, that she's going to leave. Your source of income is over with. A lot of niggas' pimps' career is going to be put on pause. And a lot of individuals, their pimp career is going to be over with. Excuse me. It's going to be over with. Their pimp career is over with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people mix that square shit in there. When they say, I love you, daddy, I love you. She's saying that because she expects to be the only one. A lot of them had the mindset that I'm going to stay down for you as long as my goals are accomplished. But see, she's turned out and it's a pimps and hoes love when she puts you first. Can that bitch put you first? Can that bitch put you first? That's my question. Made some of these mistakes when I was younger in the game. Indubitably, we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Can that bitch put you first? Because a lot of them, they have this mindset that I'm out here getting the money for us. Let's talk about it. We really got to talk about it. A real 304 going to love. The game can't never hold back on popping our shit. For real. No, for real, indubitably. But let's talk about it. A lot of bitches have the mindset that I'm out here getting this money for us. That's a squares mindset. I'm out here getting this money for us. Bitch, if I catch a case, bitch, at the end of the day, it ain't no us, it's me catching this shit. What you do is different than what I do. Hustle Mom 7, how you doing? Great representation of a lady of leisure is in this live right now. Hustle Mom 7, give acknowledgement. I even wake my game up and tell them it's me, not them. But a lot of them had a mindset that I'm out here getting it trapped for us. When it should be, you know what? I'm out here getting it trapped for my king. I'm out here getting it trapped for my folks, not us. Romeo J 2000, top of it. Just think about that. I'm out here getting this money for us. My question is, whatever broad you dealing with, can she put you first? If she can't put you first, it's a squares relationship. You know what I mean? It's equal. There's equality. It's 50-50. There's 100-100. And I'm here to tell you, no relationship's going to work being 50-50, 100-100. Because that's still giving half of everything. 50-50 is half. 100-100 is half. Don't be equal. That's equal. 50-50. All that shit is equal. What you want to be is evenly yoked. It's a difference between equal versus evenly yoked. Evenly yoked means we have similar goals, if not the same goals, the same views on life, the same views on leaving a legacy. You know what I'm saying? That's evenly yoked, not equal. That equal shit is square relationships. And that's very important for a woman to be able to put you first and for you to have the last word. A squares love, like a broad will sit up there and tell you, I'm never going to leave you. But see, I'm here to tell you that a squares love is conditional. We gonna get deeper. A squares love is conditional. A pimp and hoes love is unconditional. Add people to the live. I want everybody to add people to the live right now. You know what I'm saying? And everything I'm saying on this live is entertainment. I don't condone or promote any criminality whatsoever. I'm an entertainment and I'm here to provide enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? See, with the square love, it's conditional and there's compromisation. With the square love is, I love you if you do this. The square love is, I love you as long as you give me some dick. I love you as long as we get a house together. I love you, but you're my man. Can't no other bitch have you. That's conditional love. I can't share my man. That's what you hear a lot of square bitches say. I love you as long as you make me number one. That's all square love. And I wouldn't even, and my thing is this. What is love when there's no unconditional sacrifices? What is love when there's no unconditional sacrifices? What is love when there's no obedience? There's no total submission. You know what I'm saying? Young King, top of it. A square's love is definitely with conditions. A square even in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, she'll tell you, oh no, I'll never go out there and sell my body. You know what I'm saying? Cause ask them square girlfriends with their boyfriends, would they ever go out there? Is it really love if there's no sacrifice? Is it really love at the end of the day if you can't let go of your ego? See, the square is love. There's ego involved. Oh, he hung up on me. I'm not gonna call him back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, since he went out with that bitch, since he took her out to eat, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm going to cause discrepancies within the household. That's her ego. If a bitch can't let go of her ego, I'm here to tell you she's a square. Because with a pimp, dealing with a pimp, there's total submission. Now, I understand that young ladies have emotions, but see, that's what makes a hoe different than a square-ass bitch. A hoe, at the end of the day, she has emotions. She does things at the end of the day. However, she understands and she develops into a woman of leisure. She understands her mentality because the pimping is constantly letting her know, this is where you at mentally, bitch. We need to work on some things. You still got this square shit going on, and she works on that. She doesn't let her square override her hoeing. And like I said, it may take a very long time for some of these bras to get really turned out because of the times we're living in. It's going to take her a long time for her to even love the game. Because it's a lot of square shit going on. A lot of bitches, what they'll do is they'll cause an issue to see how much you care. Because when they do that on a consistent basis, it's because they have identified a weakness within you. Because she's going to look for a weakness, and it's up to you to show up as a man. It's up to you to show up as a man because she's going to look for those flaws, those iniquities, those weaknesses. For example, this is also square. You know what I'm saying? You might have a broad at the end of the day that you've been with her, or excuse me, she's been with you and you've been presiding over this young lady, right? And she might have been the only bitch for some time. And then, you know what I'm saying, you knock you a new bitch. But she's used to it just being her. But when you knock the new bitch, the bitch say, you know what I'm saying? You changed. I've been here. I've been down with you. I've been rocking with you. I've been here since the start. And you already show favoritism. You show favoritism. I don't like that. Like, no, I don't like that. No, I've been here. Yeah, the bitch might run up more money. Yeah, the bitch might be more pretty. Yeah, the bitch might, you know what I'm saying? She might listen. Let's take away the looks. Yeah, the bitch might listen. Yeah, the bitch don't talk back. Yeah, the bitch do everything you tell her to do and more of it. But still. See, a square, they see no wrong in them. They think they have no wrongdoings. That's a square bitch. She doesn't see what she needs to work on because her ego, her pride won't allow her to see what she needs to work on. And let me say this too, on the other side too, for all the fellas, it is square too when you give a bitch so much ammunition for her ego to be so big to where she can no longer listen to you and be submissive towards you. You know, every time that bitch act up, you want to, okay, you know, it's time to fuck this bitch. You know, I got to fuck on her. She just needs some dick. Yeah, she acting up because she needs some dick. That's some square ass shit. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to keep this bitch down. And she either going to get it right or the bitch getting left. Instead of saying that, you say, you know what, she needs some dick. You know what I mean? No. Or, you know, if I take the bitch shopping, this is terrible. If anybody has this mindset, this is definitely unpimpish. And, you know, I just need to buy her a new outfit. She just not happy with what she got on. I got to buy the bitch a new outfit. Square shit. That's all square shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do pimping at the end of the day. You shouldn't have to be doing everything you can to keep the bitch. That's some square shit. That's why they have a squares love. They love the way you fuck them. They love the way you sit up there and go out and take them shopping. They love the kind words that you use. That's what they love. They don't love no instructions, no discipline, no understanding, some game. No, 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 no. A lot of bitches are not going to get turned out because a lot of individuals are hustling right now. And like I said before, I'm going to do a video on the hotel hustlers and the makings of the hotel hustler. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas at the end of the day can't do no pimping. If they put their foot down or try to walk on the ground like they got a ground to stand on, you'll fuck around and blow the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You'll be you gonna go back to selling the sack around this motherfucker. Any niggas try to act like they got a ground to stand on knowing they got a little foot and a soft toe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I always tell niggas, can you keep your dick out the bitch and still have the bitch down? Can you not take the bitch shopping and still have that bitch down? Because she got a square's love for you and what you can do for her. And see, if she got a square's love for you, somebody else can have her too. If she has a square's love for you, somebody else can have the bitch too. Because everybody don't got this game sincerely. Everybody can't, okay, fuck the social media, bitch. You ain't getting no dick for 5-6 months, bitch. You know, no, I'm not taking you shot. Have a trick do it. A lot of individuals can't put their foot down and send that bitch on automatic for 5 months and 6 months at a time. You know goddamn well you gonna fuck around and blow that bitch. The shit I'm saying right now is a lot of niggas with their mouth open with their eyes buck wide. Oh, Ron, you went 8 months and didn't touch that bitch? Yeah, fresh turnout? Yeah, I did that though. Can you pimp and still keep the bitch? You know what I'm saying? Because they getting turned on, but they not getting turned out. And the outcome is a bunch of square ass shit. A bunch of square ass shit. See, and like I said, when an individual knocks another bitch and she sit up there and say, oh yeah, you treat that bitch baby better, you play favoritism. It's not favoritism. She just gained favor for my ism. Shout out to J-Way. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I play favoritism. She's gained favor for my ism. And I always I remind her, bro, look, bitch, if you're not acting right, there is a woman out there that will. There's a woman out there that will. What you won't do, bitch, the next bitch will do. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. See, in a square relationship, the bitch can keep talking back. You know what I'm saying? The bitch can go back and forth with you and tell you and explain to you why she did what she did. And in a squares relationship, you tell the bitch what she did wrong, and then she gonna tell you what you did wrong right back. It's a battle of who can prove the other person wrong. If I prove you wrong, then at the end of the day, you do no pimping. But if you can prove me wrong, then, you know, I might think about doing some hoeing around this motherfucker. Just total square ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's going back and forth. That ain't no pimping. See, when a hoe really loves you at the end of the day, she'll sacrifice her ego. And in squares love, it's about her. I don't want another bitch here. I think you don't want me here. It's about what she want, her ego. I'm not gonna hit him up if he doesn't hit me up. That's not a pimping hoe's love. She doesn't profess real love for you through the game. J-Way, top of it. She don't profess real love for you through the game. The bitch loves the guy that you are. She likes the guy that you are. And I'm speaking from my own experience. She's fell in love with Nathaniel, whatever your name is, you know what I'm saying? Douglas or Marcus. You know what I'm saying? She didn't fall in love with your pimp name. You know what I mean? She knows you as your government name. She doesn't know you as, you know, the pimp name that you have. She doesn't see that. So when you do knock another bitch at the end of the day, that's going to really test that bitch. When you knock another bitch, you going to see if she's some real hoeing. You going to see that gives her the opportunity to choose her hoeing right there when you knock you another bitch. That's for a lot of square, especially turnouts, that's going to show you a lot about the bitch. Because when you knock another bitch, what you'll start to see is discrepancies. What you'll start to see is jealousy. What you'll start to see is she wants the power. It's going to be a power struggle between the two, which it shouldn't be like that. If it's pimping and hoeing, it's going to be a power. It's going to be back and forth, and it's going to be a power struggle until she either sees that she can't drag you or starts dragging you along. Once the bitch realizes she can never drag you. When a bitch realizes that, like, damn, I can't drag this nigga. Like, I realize I can't drag him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that I'll be here forever. I'm never going to go anywhere. And I love you. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the last bitch that all that square ass shit go out the window. Once the bitch realize that you're not going to be her future baby daddy. See, when a bitch sees that she can drag you, okay, I can drag this nigga. When she sees that, then she looks at you as a future baby daddy. She looks at it like, okay, potentially in the future, I can have it my way. I can have it my way with him. If I can have it my way with him, we could potentially have a family. Cause that's the type of guy I want, because that's what I've been accustomed to. Because I'm a square bitch. They call me TV, top of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm accustomed to. So if I can't put him in the same category of what I'm accustomed to, if I can't treat him like a trick, I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Because when another bitch comes, I can no longer have power or dominion. See, a lot of broads only want a guy that they can control. They don't want a man with power. They want a guy that they can control. Because too much control then requires her to be submissive. It requires her to be a woman. And when there's another woman involved and there's multiple women involved, she doesn't have that power that she wants. Because you can sit up there and say, I'm going to go deal with this bitch. I'm going to go deal with, I don't have to deal with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got bitches over here. And when bitches see that, all that hoeing she was talking about, all that I'm a 304, that shit go out the window. A lot of them are battling their square. So they don't have a pimps and hoes love for the game. They have a squares love. Because they battle they square. And some of them, it's not even a battle. It's just as soon as the other bitch come, I'm gone. Everybody hates Jay Rich, top of it. Soon as another bitch comes, I'm gone. Their love is conditional. I love you only if, you know what I'm saying? Only if you don't treat the bitch better than me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I haven't treated you with any type of respect, even though you know I don't treat you any better, but still don't treat the bitch better than me though. Because I've been here. I've been here for a long time giving you a headache, but still don't treat me better though. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how a lot of bitches think, and that's some square shit. See, with this pimping, you know, at the end of the day, it's not going to be the bitch treats you like shit. You know what I'm saying? And then another broad comes and you still supposed to cater towards the bitch that treated you like shit. No. Tino's way, top of it. Marlene, Profits, top of it. No, that's not how it go. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have a misconception of this lifestyle. They don't understand that a lot of these broads have a squares love. So what tends to happen is when that broad sees that you knocked another bitch, and she sees that you catering your attention towards this game and the broads that are serious about this game, what tends to happen is she, you know, there's already discrepancies in which she'll say is, you know, he treat her better than me, and I'm just not happy. You know what I mean? He show favoritism. And at the end of the day, I don't like that. I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm supposed to be the bottom bitch. They don't have the mentality like I'm gonna be the woman to hold it down, but they do have the mentality that I'm a bottom bitch. Which is all that is a cover up. All that bottom bitch shit is just a cover up for I'm his square's favorite girlfriend. That's what it is. This is my favorite girlfriend. Yeah, bottom bitch. We don't believe in that shit. We don't do the bottom bitch. You know, a lot of bitches want the title of a bottom bitch and don't even know how to stay down. But that's a different topic. You know, Dexter Davis 93, top of it. But what tends to happen is that broad, she might stay a week, she might stay even 2 days, or she might even stay a week or a month. But what tends to happen is after that new bitch comes, she leaves. Why? Because she truly wanted a boyfriend. You know, it's something in the air that's very prominent, especially around this season, you know, what is really cuddle season for a lot of these niggas. It's not knocking season, it's cuddle season, you dig? You know, around this season, you know, see a lot of bitches start to leave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because a lot of them have this cold symptom. You know, they have this symptom that this sickness is floating around the atmosphere. It's worse than COVID. You know what I'm saying? It's called OBS, only bitch syndrome. She claims favoritism when she hasn't been around long enough to gain favor. Facts. Haven't even been around long enough to gain favor, but she talking about favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Haven't even gained no goddamn favor. You know what I'm saying? But the sickness floating around this motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, that how these bitches, because I know a lot of y'all like, what's going on? Because a lot of y'all, your household right now is, you know, what's in your house is starting to become empty around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Bitches is leaving, they packing their shit up, they packing your game up and they leaving with it. Don't let it be said that bitch took your game and left you. I took his game and left. So a lot of times a bitch leaves because she chose her square. And she has only bitch syndrome. She wants to be the only bitch. Of course, no bitch is going to sit up there and tell you. She not going to tell you she wants to be the only bitch. Why would she tell you that she wants to be the only bitch? Why would she do that? Why would she tell you that? Some will tell you that. But in this lifestyle, a lot of broads would hit things. They're not going to really tell you directly what it really is, though. But yeah, the bitch got only bitch syndrome. She wants to be the only bitch. She didn't choose her hoeing. She chose her square. Because in all reality, if a bitch chooses her square, a lot of the times, she was never meant to be in this shit from the jump. Hoop money, top of it. She was never meant to be in this shit for the jump. That's why a lot of times she chose her square. She didn't have the heart for this shit. Nor the mind. But it also takes you to have discipline to not cater towards her square for her to be turned out so she can have a love for the game and have a pimps and hoes love for the game. It's also up to you to stand on principles and say, you know what, bitch, if you don't want to go out with me to eat with this other woman that I just knocked, you can stay where you at. You know what I'm saying? Stand on principles. When that bitch doesn't come with a certain amount, if you gave the bitch a certain amount, bitch, you know, make this amount and, you know, I'll accept you back. Which I don't even agree on that, but you got a lot of individuals that are doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting to learn that it's not just about how much money the bitch give you. You know what I'm saying? It's really about, can she be obedient and submissive in totality without attitude? Top of it, perfect choice. But that at the end of the day will show you a lot about the broad when you knock another bitch. And what ends up happening is the reason why she is so-called in pocket, which I don't even call it in pocket, but she'll leave you once you knock another bitch, right? And what she'll do is, you might think she's being in pocket. It's just she has a squares commitment or a squares liking towards her boyfriend. She has a squares connection with her boyfriend, and so she doesn't want to disappoint him. She won't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not that she wants to be in pocket. She just enjoys the square sensations that this person provides. In order to continue to get the square sensations, she can't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ask a lot of bitches, why do you have to be in pocket? Because that's disrespecting my daddy. When we hear that, we think one thing, but when a bitch say it, she means another. She means something else when she says, I don't want to disrespect my daddy. So you might think, damn, why was it so easy for the bitch to just, she's so called in pocket now. The bitch ain't talking back. The bitch ain't, she just not paying attention. She's doing everything I told her to do with me, but she doing it better with somebody else. I'm here to tell you, P, let that bitch go. And I'm here to tell you that it sometimes, because all the times they always want to say it's your pimping, but sometimes it's not your pimping. A lot of the times it's not your pimping. Many of the times, the reason why it was easy for her to walk away is because she had a preconceived notion that she one day was going to get you to be a square. Once she identified that you were no longer a square, it was easy for her to show that it wasn't unconditional love. It was conditional love the whole time. It was about the bitch. So what tends to happen is when you accept a bitch that did not choose you through the game, and she has no love for the game, what tends to happen is you'll get disrespected. And what happens is you're building that bitch up. You're building her up, and you're gonna continue to build her up for the next nigga. You're building her up for the next nigga. That's why it's important. It's very, very, very important that you don't have a square's love for the lifestyle. You don't want to build that bitch up for somebody else. And if she doesn't have a love for the lifestyle or the game or your game, if she doesn't choose you, you're building her up for somebody else. Because it's not unconditional love. It's conditional love. A lot of times that bitch she just loves the man that you are. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, and this is how you know a lot of bitches have a square's love and they don't have a pimps and hoes love. If a bitch at the end of the day tells you, I'm not gonna do this with anybody else. I can never do this with anybody else. I'm not gonna do this but anybody but you. What she's telling you is, I have a square's love. Because a square bitch in a regular relationship would tell you the same thing. It's going to be me and you forever. I'm never going to go nowhere. It's always going to be us. A square has the same type of idea, you know what I mean, that the bitch that you got down got. If she says, I'm not going to do this for nobody but you, does that mean she chose the game? Hell no. That means she didn't choose the game. Because if anything, she should say, your game is so great. Your game is so refreshing. Your game is just, your game is that great to where I would want to stay in this lifestyle. You know what I mean? Your game is so great, I wouldn't want to leave this lifestyle. And your game is so great, I would choose up. Not say, I wouldn't do this. I can't do this no more. If it wasn't with you, I don't want to do this no more. She would have such a love and admiration and respect for game that she would continue to be in the game. And if, the bitch still in the game, you still got action if you want the bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it's very important. It's very important. It's very essential that when you're dealing with a broad, that she gets turned out. When she gets turned out, she has a love for the game. It's a pimps and hoes love. It's not a square love. If you allow that bitch to continue to be around you and you don't put your foot down, I'm here to tell you that you're developing a square bitch. All you're doing is enhancing a square bitch. There's many that are in this lifestyle to be a better square. Shout out to J-Way. You know what I'm saying? But many are in this lifestyle to be a better square. And they're being a better square when you don't put your foot down, you don't stand on those standards, those principles. Mainly discipline. Mainly discipline. When you don't stand on those things, you're creating a better square. And you're going to be disrespected. So when she leaves you, because she realized that you're not going to be the square she thought you was going to be, that's why it's important to be deep already. That's why it's important to have multiple broads already. You know what I'm saying? She'll leave you for somebody that will compromise, that will make a deal, that will do the things you didn't do, that will accept the things you didn't accept. And you might think, man, she's going so hard for him, but not me. No, it's just that he made it comfortable for the bitch. And, you know, if you make a bitch comfortable, she's willing to do anything and everything. There's a difference between peer pressure and pimp pressure. Sometimes a bitch needs some pimp pressure in order for her to prosper. Pimp pressure doesn't mean that you're forcing a bitch to do anything or coercing her to do anything. What it means is sometimes you need to test that broad to see what she's made of. Once she decides that she wants to fuck with you genuinely and choose you, not just fuck with you. Because that's a term a lot of people use as well. You know, I fucks with you. And that's very essential that she gets turned out. That's very important. And, you know, a square's love, too, they don't make the same sacrifices. I always ask people in a square relationship, what significant sacrifices were made? You know what I'm saying? What big sacrifices were truly made? Many don't have an answer for that. In the pimp and hoe world, you know what I'm saying, in this lifestyle that we in, there's so many sacrifices. She's dealing with law enforcement. She's dealing with tricks. She's dealing with gangbangers. She's dealing with other authentic representation. Sometimes no representation. You have all these distractions, and for her to still stand tall through it all and remain solid, that right there shows that she has a love for the game. And she may love you through the game. You know, I done sat up here and I've been popping it for a minute. I'm going to end this live. We're going to look out for The Art of Choosing Part 2 coming soon. I will post this live. I do have my consultations up. My website is still work in progress. For people that have been hitting me up in regards to consultation, I'll have that worked out within the next week. But my website is still up and available. So it's under construction right now. So look out for that. You know, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact me, you know, via Instagram, or you can, those that got my number, tap in with me. But peace and blessings to everyone. And always remember, a square's love is not going to work in this lifestyle. All right, I'm gone. One. We're going to talk about it. We going to talk about it, you know. Yeah, I'm saying. Let me type in the I'm going to type it in real quick, but we're going to talk about it for sure. Anti-Shima. Top of it. Let's add people to the live, you know. Yeah, I'm saying. We're gonna talk about it tonight, though. You know what I mean? Let's get people on the live real quick. We're going to dive right into it. Let me add people to the live real quick. Let's add people to the live, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to add people to the motherfucking live. Before I get to chopping and popping this game, though, you know, understand me? Add people to the live, add people to the live, you know? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Anti. Appreciate that. We got to keep the game strong, though. You know what I'm saying? Top of it. Upscale Gang. King Sire. 52 Sage. Chopper Brother. Intellectual Hollis. We're going to talk about it. Arthur, top of it. We're going to pop this game. We might also go get straight into it. Chopper Brother London. You know what I'm saying? We got some heavyweights up in this motherfucker, you know? Tops. We're going to get right into it, though, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to waste too much time, though, you know what I mean? Tuned in with Healthy Relationships 2.0. You know, understand me? So the topic tonight, only one happy bunny. Punchy, top of it. You know what I'm saying? Slapping at Old Professions by Pimpin' Young, you know what I'm saying? But tonight's topic, this topic is very essential, and this is something that's prominent in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's very common, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people under the impression that you could have a square's love and it's pimping and hoeing, you know what I'm saying? You about to touch on a different level of game tonight, indubitably, for surely, for shit show. You know what I'm saying? King, top of it. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of individuals that think you could have a square's love for a pimp and a square's love for a hoe. I'm here to tell you that is completely different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you might have a bitch and she might be down with you for like 3 to 4 months, maybe even 8 months. Pimpin' Pat, top of it. You know what I'm saying? And you thought everything was going well. You was like, yeah, everything was going well, and out of nowhere the bitch left. And you like, man, I don't know why this bitch left. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure why the bitch left. And then you calling your P partners, you asking your other partners, man, why that bitch leave? What you think, P? What you think? You know what I'm saying? It's because I didn't do this, huh? Or it's because I didn't do that, huh? And you coming up with all different scenarios and what could have been, you know what I'm saying? And what it might have been on why that bitch left. And we have to understand that a square's love and a pimps and hoes love are two different things. It's a lot of broads that might have left because they understood that you weren't going to cater towards their square. Now, when I say that a square's love and a pimp and hoes love are two different things, you know, see, in a square relationship, Eric, Bandman 10K, top of it, let's add people to the live. Let's understand in a square's relationship, everything is equal. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of square people say, you know, with my man, that's the square language. My man, my man. You know what I'm saying? There's equality. You know what I'm saying? Everything's equal. But anytime you go anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? If you're talking to some pimping, no matter where you at, some authentic representation, you know, and if you're talking to some real hoeing, it ain't equal, ain't shit equal, but there is a balance. There's a difference. Suits and Sands, top of it. Again, let me say it again. In a square relationship, everything's equal. We are equal. But when it comes to the pimping and hoeing, at the end of the day, there's a balance. Just like hot water, cold water, dark, light, soft, hard, heaven, hell. You know what I mean? There's a balance even in the lifestyle. Instead of it being equal in that square shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the square life, you know what I'm saying? And even in the lifestyle, let me say this too, even in lifestyle, Papa Germ, top of it. And a lifestyle, you have people that you have a young lady that's going outside making money, right? And you have individuals that they desire to preside over a young lady, but it's always about the primary intentions. It's always about the spirit of that connection, the spirit of that relationship, right? A lot of broads in the lifestyle, they're only going outside giving their all to this young person or older gentleman because one day he might get married. That's how a lot of broads think. One day, he's going to settle down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him enough money to, it might be 5 years, it might be 3 years, but one day he's going to want to settle down with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of broads are paying individuals because he looks like a baby daddy. He looked like he would make a good baby daddy. We have some cute babies. And we have to talk about the elephant in the room because that's so common in this lifestyle that a broad is paying somebody because he might get married. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he would be a good baby daddy. Or, you know what I'm saying? She wants to turn you into her sex worker. You know what I'm saying? You be like, Ron, what are you talking about? A sex worker? Yes. And this is also square. You know what I'm saying? The bitch wants to turn you into her sex worker. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is a lot of broads are getting into the lifestyle looking for a gigolo or looking to turn you into a gigolo. Oh, I can't wait to get off this date. Daddy go give me some dick tonight. I can't wait till he tell me to take it. I can't wait till he tell me to take it in so I can ride daddy dick. You know what I'm saying? TGF, top of it. Illustrations, top of it. I can't wait to take it in so I can go ride daddy dick. Square shit. And see, that's not the mindset of a hoe. So you have a lot of broads in this lifestyle with the squares idea of the lifestyle. Their mindset is square. Everything about them is square. She wants you to become her sex worker. If she could kick her feet up and tell you to go outside and seduce and produce, she would. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of broads, they'll sell pussy for you as long as you don't take your pimping serious. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't mash, as long as you don't require her to stay down, as long as you don't stand on your principles, you can holler about principles, because a lot of niggas do that. You could talk about all that shit. You know what I mean? You could talk about how, yeah, bitch, you can go if you want to go. Because that's something that's very common in this lifestyle. You got a lot of individuals that, tell her, bro, if you want to leave, you can fucking leave if you want to leave, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But still, the spirit of the relationship is square. It's still a squares relationship. It's still a squares. Everything about it is really square. So now you have people in the lifestyle. You have this broad and you have this dude. She's selling pussy for her boyfriend. A lot of broads are not truly turned out. She's turned on by the game.